Hello, guys.
It's a special week. It's
Release week. That's a harmony.
That was really good. That's not a harmony, but A for effort.
Thank you.
Welcome
back, guys.
Welcome back.
We had some technical difficulties just now,
man.
and I got sweaty about it.
For the first time in forever, the software that I'm recording this podcast in, Logic, decided that record was not an option.
Wasn't happening. Happening.
It was scary, but it's happening. We're
happening.
recording.
We're back.
Cameras rolling. Hello, YouTube.
Hey,
for
everyone.
those of you watching there. Hi.
Let me give you a wave.
This week though.
This week. It's
First
been a
of
whole
all,
thing.
this episode is coming out on Wednesday and not on Monday.
This is true.
Because you had a migraine, and
I
also
did.
we had 1 million things to do.
It's not fun.
I like doing things last minute. It's becoming more and more clear to me that I'm a person who, first of all, likes it. I like doing things. Even if it stresses me out a little bit, I like it because I like knowing that I barely made the deadline.
Yeah,
you know
it's
what
like,
I mean?
you feel like a champion. You're like, wow, look at me go. I get that. I'm like, almost didn't make it.
Yeah.
Living life
and
on the
then
edge.
Also, my best ideas always come to me very, very late.
This is true.
So, but there's a lot going into releasing an album, and it's so different than releasing just one song. But when you hear this on Wednesday, it would have been 2 days ago on Monday that I did post the track list for the album.
She did.
I posted it.
She posted it.
It was
Thoughts
scary.
and comments, anyone?
It was so scary.
It was petrifying. I get that.
Oh, I had the post lined up, and I was like, all I have to do is press post.
But
and
I don't
it was
want
so scary. I literally sat with my phone open on Instagram for like 25 minutes before I posted it, just looking at it. And I think it was I know the album is coming out on Friday anyway.
Don't worry, guys. It is coming out.
It's happening whether or not I post something on Instagram. But it just made it real.
It did.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah. For the first time, though, we can talk about the track list.
We can talk about the album to a much larger extent than we ever have done.
Yes, because next week, the biggest extent, because then it'll be out.
Next week, it will be a deluxe episode of the podcast.
Oh, there's a fly in my face.
Sorry, it's the same fly since episode 1, guys.
Yeah,
it's our friend.
Is.
He just comes out when it's podcast time.
Oh, he really does.
Yeah.
But no, we can for sure talk about it today. At least
let's talk about it.
At least what I revealed because we've been teasing the fact
we're horrible
that I have 2 duets on my album. Who are they with, Esme?
Okay, so the first one is with fellow Norwegian Dagny.
Yes.
And the second one is with the one and only Tyler Hilton.
Oh man.
I.e., I've forgotten his name in One Tree Hill.
Chris Keller in
One Tree Hill.
Yeah. And I think that it's only right that we dive into that a little bit.
I think we should because it's a thing.
It's a thing.
It's
been a hard thing to keep silent about.
Yeah.
Whew.
I mean, I can imagine it was terrible for you. I mean, it was hard enough for me who would not tell has no one to tell.
Right.
Whereas you've had to keep this in for how long has it been? I still remember the day you told me.
I'm pretty sure it was
definitely
I want to say like 4 months.
Yeah, it was like the height of summer.
Yeah. Because it was like the last piece of the puzzle on the album. So the thing was that I had the song that he's on. It's called If You Saw Me Now. I had the song written, done, recorded. Everything was done. I'd recorded all the vocals.
Yeah.
Produced. Like, it was literally done. But I wanted it, like, something, like, kind of told me that I wanted this to be a duet.
Yeah.
And I wanted it to be a duet with a male singer. But I also knew that unless I can get, like, who I want as a duet on it, I don't want to. I'd rather release it myself with just me. Because in like, not to like, don't get me wrong, but like in Norway, like the music industry is not big at all.
No.
So I'm sure there would have been plenty of Norwegian male singers that I could have asked,
Yeah.
even some people
Yeah.
that I know, and it would have been a lot easier. And not to say anything bad about Norwegian male singers,
But it's not the
because
same
but
effect.
it's not the same thing, and it's not what I wanted,
Exactly.
and it's not what I envisioned.
No.
So I got this crazy idea that I've been, for those of you who really know me, you know that One Tree Hill is the closest thing I will get to a religion.
This is
Basically,
true.
this is true. It's been true since I was 12.
So cute. Imagine
Um,
little Matilda watching One Tree Hill, guys. Take a moment. Thank you.
insert moment
Insert
here.
moment here.
And so I've been, even though like his character on One Tree Hill was a questionable fella,
Yep.
he was still so talented, and all of the music that he performed on the show as Chris Keller is his actual music, and all of those songs are out, but under his actual name, Tyler Hilton. So I've just been a fan for the longest
The
time.
longest time.
And his music, and like, it's been a big part of shaping me as a songwriter, and even the fact that I wanted to be a songwriter, and the way he plays guitar. And I remember like watching One Tree Hill with my guitar in my lap,
So cute.
and like trying to replicate playing the guitar the way he did it. And so, safe to say, I've been a huge fan for a long time.
We can say that.
Yeah, so I was like, well, it should be him, shouldn't it? But
Why not?
this damn fly. I think I got it. I don't know. Maybe not. Nope, didn't get it.
I'll get him.
Anyway, it dawned on me that someone told me a very, very long time ago that it's better to ask, because the worst thing that can happen is that someone says no or you don't hear from them.
Exactly.
So basically, I have nothing to lose. And so I just reached out to him on Instagram, and
Wild.
I, first of all, did not expect him to ever see the message. Second of all, did not expect him to reply, nor did he for a long time.
That's the thing.
Because I messaged him, and then I kind of forgot about it, because it's not like, if I would have expected him to reply,
Yeah.
I probably would have waited.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean? Like, every day I would have checked my Instagram,
Yeah.
like, oh, I wonder if he's seen it or whatever. But I really didn't think he would. So I just sent the message and kind of let it go. And then 3 weeks later, my phone makes a sound, and the notification says, Tyler Hilton messaged you on Instagram.
What the fuck, by the way?
I swear to God, I've never been closer to fainting in my life. Remember when we talked about the heat stroke, guys? That was the level of almost fainting I was at.
It was, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't even open it. Because I was like, I don't want to open this.
I don't want to know.
Because I want to just take this moment,
Dude.
knowing that I have an unread message.
I'm going to leave it for 3 weeks.
Chris Keller himself. No, I didn't do that. But I left it for a solid few hours. But yeah, long story short, he was super excited to do it. Turns out he's the nicest guy, and super, super easy to work with. He recorded all of his vocals at home, which I believe is Canada now, or at least he's quarantined in Canada, so that's where he's at. And he recorded all the vocals super fast, and literally everything I asked for in terms of harmonies and like extra vocals and like everything. He was like, oh, just whatever you need. So it honestly like been one of the highlights, not only in my career, but of my life, doing this with him.
It's almost, when you say it, I kind of can't, like, because here's the thing. If anyone else was to say it, like, they would be like, oh, I'm working with Tyler Hilton, right? I'd be like, oh, that's cool. I know him from One Tree Hill. But
Right.
with you, it's like a whole different thing.
Yep.
It's like a whole different volume of insane.
Yeah.
Because literally, like, it's just totally different level.
Yeah.
For like you and like,
okay, let me do an anecdote here.
okay, anecdote me.
So when you and I first moved in together,
Mhm.
when you moved to Norway, One of the first things I said to you, well, actually, I said this before you moved in,
Yeah.
like, but when we first got to know each other, I asked you about One Tree Hill, and you hadn't seen it.
I had not.
And to me, that was like, have you even lived? You know
What's
what I mean?
wrong with
Have
you? Where
even
have you
lived?
been?
So I said to you, I think day 1 or day 2 when you moved in,
Like,
I was like,
watch One Tree
we're
Hill.
gonna have to take you through the journey, the adventure, the life that is One Tree Hill
It's true.
from start to finish.
Yeah.
And I had already seen all 9 seasons a million times.
9 times.
But it doesn't matter. So we started watching it, and luckily you fell in love with it.
I did.
At like the same level as
Yeah.
I was.
I was a bit like, what? How come I never watched it?
Yeah, you felt like you'd missed out.
I did, because apparently, like, I didn't even know my sister. My older sister had, of course, watched it, and she was like, "You haven't watched it?" And I was like,
Nope,
"No,
you didn't."
didn't."
But we watched it, and I think for you, I know you said it a couple of times, like during watching it, that I think you got like a better understanding for my taste in music first and foremost.
Yeah, definitely.
My taste in music, and also like my taste in the music I make.
Yeah,
Like it's very influenced from all the music on that show, like that whole era of music.
love it. Love it.
So yeah, safe to say this is a gigantic deal for me.
It really is.
And so I hope that everyone else who has watched One Tree Hill is as excited as I am. And if you haven't, you should watch it.
Take this as the sign.
Yeah. And also it's cool because the song itself is, I will give you this, it's the only ballad.
Oh, you're giving them it.
I'm giving that.
Oh, that's a tidbit, guys. Take it and run.
It's the only ballad on the album, and it's probably the most personal, like, vulnerable song I've ever written.
This is true.
That's, yeah.
It's peeling layers from Matilda, honestly.
It's, seriously though, it really is. I've never been, like, that honest in a song before.
No.
Not to, like, that
it's a different
extent. It's a different direction.
Yeah.
But you'll know that on Friday. Or
when you know,
today,
you know.
If you manage to solve all the questions on my Instagram.
Oh, that's true. That's tomorrow.
Because then you will Because then you will listen to it today. So yeah, I'm really excited.
Me too.
And also, second duet. I'm not gonna say equally excited. If Dagny heard that, she wouldn't be offended because we're friends. So I'm extremely excited about it. Having her on the album, but it wasn't getting her on it wasn't like as hard or as
you hadn't waited a lifetime for it.
Exactly, as much of a long shot.
No,
but
exactly.
I'm very, very happy to have her on it, and we had a blast recording it. We did it right here on this couch that we're sitting on. She was actually lying down recording the vocals to get the right feel. So that's a hint for you.
That's a hint. And guys, guys, I'm going to give them a little task.
Okay.
So my favorite part of the song is 2 minutes 44 to 2 minutes 48.
Yep.
Listen to that and you'll see why.
Oh, man.
Give me your thoughts. And then I'm going to post a text conversation that Matilda and I had about that said part.
Yeah. Because you pointed that out. You've pointed it out before, but you pointed it out recently, as in like a couple of days ago.
Yes.
When you were listening to it again. But yeah, album is coming out.
It's coming out.
It feels so wild.
So weird.
Knowing that it's like a couple of days away. I'm so excited. I'm not like nervous because I'm so excited. Like I'm so happy with it, and it feels the way it feels like it's right. It feels like the album is everything it should be. And the songs are the way they are meant to be. So like I'm mainly excited, but I'm also like petrified. You know what I mean? So I'm not nervous, but I'm petrified.
Get that. As much as I can understand it, I think I get it.
Yeah, because it's like my baby. I've been working on this album for a year, and now, like, in this living room, like, it's only been in my living room, and to think about now, like, it sounds like I'm making up a metaphor, but it's actually true. Like, it's going from my living room, where it's been living for a year, into everyone else's living room.
That's true.
And that's wild
crazy.
To think about.
That is crazy.
And I think that, like, it adds like a different aspect to it, that I did it in my own home.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if I would have done it in a studio, I don't think I would have had the same kind of feelings around the
No.
process, because you still have, you still remember. I've recorded 2 other albums, so I still have, good memories, like fond memories of recording them, but I don't remember like the feel of the room, if you know what I
No.
mean. Like
No.
I do remember recording them, but it's not like the process itself
No.
is like this huge big great memory for me. But doing it here in my own home, like literally, like half of it is recorded in my pajamas, like
What a
in
dream.
my Hugh Hefner robe, which you've
What a
seen.
dream.
We might show the robe at some point, but
It might happen.
might
If there's
happen.
a demand,
Ugh,
it can happen.
yeah. So it's just crazy, and also just thinking that I made almost all of it myself, which has been a dream for a long, long time, but I didn't think that it would happen now. To me, that's been like a distant,
Yeah.
very far into the future kind of thing.
Maybe one
Maybe, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like maybe one day.
day.
But
One day is Friday. Today. Now.
it's
happening.
Friday.
It's happening.
It's happening.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Yeah. How are you feeling about this album coming out?
I'm pumped.
Yeah.
Honestly. Okay, this happens to me with everything you release, but it's specifically relevant now. Is that like all I want is to be able to put the songs on a playlist on Spotify, because now I have to listen to them on Dropbox,
Yeah.
which is fine, but it's much more convenient to listen to them
Yeah.
on Spotify.
Don't you also feel like they sound different?
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's a different experience.
It's a different experience because, okay, this is going to sound weird, but I'm going to hope that you get it. And maybe no one else will, but that's fine.
Try me.
Okay, so I kind of feel like when I listen to it on Spotify, I feel more aware of other people listening to it.
Right. Yeah.
In a way, I'm like, oh, I'm taking this from Spotify, but I'm not taking it from you.
Mm-hmm.
Like with you, when you show me a song, you send me a song, I'm like, I'm listening to it because you sent it to me.
Yeah.
But on Spotify, I'm listening because everyone else can listen to it.
Yeah.
And it's like on a separate thing.
Yeah. It's a different experience.
Yeah.
But no, it's gonna be fun. I'm excited about it.
Also, important to note that it's not just available on Spotify, guys. On all your streaming services.
Oh yeah.
Tidal,
Everywhere.
Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, to
Anything
MP3. anywhere you want.
Man.
Yep.
Yeah. I also really want. It would be fun to. We've talked about this before. How like obviously I can't perform the album right now.
No.
No one can, so it's not unique for me. But because of that, I want to try and make the most of it. Like make the most of the fact that it sucks that you can't go out and play it. But we also live in a time with social media and
exactly
YouTube, Spotify. Like sharing music is so simple. You can like sharing it with your friends or sharing it on your social media is so simple. And I really, really hope that with this album, we can just like get the sharing going.
Exactly.
Share it with your friends. Like share it on your Instagram, on your Facebook, Twitter, wherever you want to share.
MySpace.
Like, MySpace. If you're still on there, respect.
Trooper.
First of all, respect.
I respect that.
I would love to get a share on MySpace. That would be fun. There's so
let's
many
make it happen.
TikTok. If you find a dance-worthy song, make a dance on TikTok. Dance. No, but seriously, I feel like you guys listening, like you're always great at supporting and sharing and all of that. But this to me is like so much like more than it feels so much bigger. It is bigger, but it feels so much bigger than releasing a song. Because when I release a single, I'm super like on it with promoting it myself for the first few weeks, and then I kind of like not forget about it, but I kind of leave it a little bit and I go to work on other things. Yeah. But now this is a whole album that I'm going to be promoting for a long time, and so it would be really cool if everyone wants to help me
promote with us,
get it out there. So yeah, we're definitely going to do some album challenges on 100%. This podcast coming up.
100%.
Maybe I don't know what yet, but maybe we can break it down, like do one song at a time, or a
Yeah.
bundle of songs or
Ooh,
your
yeah.
favorite song
Yeah.
or whatever, saddest song, most relatable song. There's so many things we can do.
Favorite lyric.
Favorite lyric, that's
Favorite
fun.
word.
Ooh, favorite word. That's gonna be hard.
Favorite word. Yeah. I put
Do
that
you
out
have
there.
a favorite lyric from my album? Because if you do, I'm giving you permission to share it.
Ooh, and everyone is gonna get that.
Everyone is gonna get that.
No.
Can we just explain? I'm gonna while you think.
Okay.
I'm gonna explain that really quickly. So, I don't know how common it is for the general population to know these terms, but in songs there's something called, not in all songs obviously, but in some songs there's something called ad libs, which is when usually it's like on a chorus, right? So the singer will be singing the regular melodies, the regular lyrics, but then on top of that there will be, like, Beyonce is like master of this, where on top of the regular of like the regular lyrics there will be just like stuff like that.
Those ones, guys.
Which is called ad libs. But Esme seems to never be able to learn that it's called ad libs.
It always sounds like it's wrong.
I've been telling you for so many years that it's called ad libs.
Rough.
But still, you call them the ooh-ahs.
I like them.
Which I think is hilarious. And it's always your favorite part of every song.
Guys.
If I have a song with ad libs, you bet
that's my favorite.
That it's going to be Esme's favorite for sure.
They just stab me in the heart.
Yeah, they do.
Twist the knife and pull it out.
Yeah. Do you have any favorite lyrics? Like real lyrics do you want to share? Don't say what song it's from, just say the lyric.
Is it from this? Does it have to be from this album?
Well, yeah.
Okay. Well, now I'm stressed.
Because if not, it's
because
not
you just
fun.
said I'm gonna talk and you can think about it, but I was just listening to you.
Oh, okay.
And really trying not to do the thing that I've been told I should stop.
You don't have to say a lyric.
Okay. I might come back to. I might get back to you on that one.
Okay. I think I know what it is though, but I can't tell it. I can't say it now because then I have to say what song it is. But you know what? We're gonna do this next week when the album is out.
Okay.
Because then everyone can know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Because I'm also treading carefully, which isn't fun.
I know. We talked about it right before we started recording that we can share a lot more now than what we have been doing because I posted the track list. But there's still, like, the songs are still not out.
I know.
Well, some of them are, but yeah, you don't want to give too much away.
Exactly. I don't want you to have to go back into this podcast for the first time and pull something out.
Right.
Because we've never had to do that before.
It's true.
So, yeah.
But yeah, no, it's coming out. Album comes out on Friday, and it's going to be a lot of fun things coming in the weeks to come. That's all I'm going to say.
Whoop, whoop.
People are working hard. When I say
People.
people, I mean me.
People is Matilda.
People,
Matilda is people.
Oh, people, me.
People,
me,
you.
people.
You people.
Oh, let's talk about something completely different.
Okay, fun.
I had my first personal trainer workout.
You did.
I'm sore.
She's sore.
But
she
it was
actually,
so much
this is
fun.
the first time Matilda has parked the car, turned the engine off, opened her door and gone, oh, I'm sore.
That is the
to get out of the car. I was like, this is really weird.
It is a strange feeling, but it's a great feeling now. Because you feel, I don't know if this is just me or if this is everyone.
Okay.
But like the second I left the gym, I was like, I feel stronger.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean?
The endorphins are going and you're like, oh
and
my
then
God.
The stupidest thing is you're like, I walk out of there on my way home and I'm thinking to myself like, well, now I don't have to work out in a long time because now I got so strong today.
I'm so fit.
My God. But then you realize like, well, it takes a little bit more than an hour.
It does.
So I will go back. I will go back tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow?
Yes, tomorrow. Not with the personal trainer, but by myself because he gave me a program, like a schedule.
What are you doing?
Oh, so many things.
Yeah,
There's so many things.
Are you doing weights?
Yes.
Okay.
Right now we're doing core strength and upper body.
Okay.
So shoulders are sore, stomach is sore, back is sore, arms are sore.
Means it's working.
Yeah, it's working.
That's good.
But yeah, I did that. Very proud of myself.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Tomorrow I'm doing something that I don't like. I'm going to the dentist.
Oh.
Yeah. I know. Also something that we've been waiting for. This is like a clean up your life kind of week for me.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm terrified of the dentist.
Yeah.
I do think that I have pretty healthy teeth.
Yeah.
Because if I didn't, then I would have noticed and I also would have gone to the dentist. But I've been putting it off for a long time, but it's happening tomorrow.
It's happening.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Thank
Congrats.
you. Thank you very much. What have you been doing lately? Anything fun?
Nothing really that fun. I felt like I had done some fun things.
No injuries lately?
No injuries. No injuries.
Well, that's a good week.
Thinking about it. Yeah, it's a good week. Been playing a lot of table tennis.
Fun.
Been doing that. Been seeing you, which has been
Yes.
fun.
So fun.
So fun.
We had loaded nachos.
Oh my god. Hi.
When was that? Last fun.
Fun.
Last Friday?
It was Friday.
Friday, yeah.
No, wasn't it Saturday?
I think it was Friday.
It was Friday. Either
no
way.
one cares.
No
It
one
doesn't matter if it was
It's like
Friday
9 p.m.
or
now, guys. Okay.
Yeah.
It's late for
It's
me.
late. It's late for both of us. I need to get back to MasterChef because that's what I'm watching.
Speaking of MasterChef, the nachos were great.
So good.
Dude, I had them for lunch the next
It's
day.
literally called loaded nachos.
So
Just think
good.
about that for yes.
So good.
Sent you home with a lunchbox.
Oh my god.
Oh, the best.
Oh my god.
I also had it for lunch.
So
the next
good.
day.
Feta cheese, guys, is a game changer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Really enjoyed that. That was a
too.
fun night.
That was fun.
Apart from that, I haven't really done much. Been texting my mum.
How is Brig?
She's fine. She's doing a lot of art.
Oh, she's really good at that.
She is good at that. Yeah. She is she's doing art and she's seeing a lot of her friends because they can now, you know.
Oh yeah.
So
They've
she's
been
been
waiting for a long time
Yeah.
for that. Longer than we had to wait.
So she's been a very social butterfly. So that's that. Speaking to my sisters, it's almost my nephew's birthday. He is going to be it's actually terrifying.
Oh no. What is it? What age is it?
No, I can't.
Which one is it?
It's Marley.
Ooh, can I guess?
Yeah, you can guess. It actually hurts.
Is he gonna be 9? 10? Wait, is he older? 12? No, I can't. 13. No. 11.
Yeah. It's I don't know why it's
Yeah.
hitting me so
No,
hard. I'm like,
but I get it.
just like
And I feel like it might be extra, like it's hitting you extra hard because my nieces and my nephew are all small.
yeah.
So my nephew just turned 3, and my youngest niece is turning 2 in a couple of weeks, and then I have one who's right out in February going to be 4. So they're all small, and then all of yours are growing up so
They're
fast.
so fast. Yeah.
The youngest one is what, 7?
8.
8. Oh God. Yep.
Yeah. And then the oldest one will be 13 in November.
That's
Teenager.
That's
a
scary.
teenager.
You're gonna be an aunt to
my
a teenager.
God. I was that age when he was born.
That's wild.
I was 13.
That is wild.
He's going to be a teenager.
Oh man.
Oh, it's terrifying.
Well, welcome to the personal lives of us talking about our nieces and nephews.
This was a tangent.
This probably so not interesting, but I feel like this was a true glimpse into what it's like to hang out
Do you know
with
what
us.
I just thought? I
because
completely
this is-
forgot we were podcasting.
Right, because this is what we talk about
Oh,
when we're just
no.
hanging out. Is
Yeah.
our babies, as we call them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we don't have babies of our own. Let's move on.
Let's move on.
This
Moving on.
Yeah, this took a turn.
This weekend, it's release weekend.
Yes.
You're doing release things.
I'm doing release things. I'm doing a couple of interviews, like radio interviews and stuff this week. Have a few lined up on Thursday, and then on Friday, Sony which is my label, they're taking me out for lunch. And after the lunch, where I'm hanging out with you and my siblings, and we're doing some celebrating.
Some celebration.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
It is going to be fun.
I feel like there should be donuts.
I'm not saying no.
Don't you think?
Sponsor us. Yeah. Yeah.
There should be donuts.
I'm not saying no.
Yeah. You can't really celebrate an album without donuts.
It would be wrong.
It would be so wrong.
It'd be cruel.
You know what the dream would be?
Tell me.
Oh God, I almost spoke too soon, too much. Whoa.
Oh.
Okay, I almost said a name that I'm not gonna say.
Take it back.
Which is the name of the album. And the only reason that I'm not gonna say it is because on this day, Wednesday, the competition to listen to the album is still going. This is the final day. So I'm not gonna say it because I'm not gonna give it away.
That was close.
But it would be fun to have the name of the album, which I'm not gonna say. I'm so
Beep.
tempted. written in donuts.
In donuts.
That is my dream as my manager. I'm just giving
Yeah.
you that idea. I'm just handing it over.
Yeah.
And then,
I've got
guys,
it.
we'll see what happens on Friday.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel... don't take this the wrong way.
Oh,
but
I'm so going to take it the wrong way and think about it for 6 months and hate myself.
Oh, no, it has nothing to do with you. I feel I was trying to think of something to like talk about right now on the podcast, and I'm realizing that I'm almost like I feel almost empty, but in a good way.
Okay.
Because
you've released everything.
Yeah, because we like started out strong with all the excitement about the duets happening and Tyler, One Tree Hill, Dagny, the whole thing.
The whole shebang.
And now that we've said that, it's like a weight off my shoulders because I've been keeping that secret for so long. And I've also been keeping like the album titles, what songs are going to be on it for so long. Then now that we've said it, I'm just like, whew, okay.
And we didn't fuck up once.
No, we didn't.
On this podcast.
We didn't. But it's been close a couple of times.
It's been teeteringly close.
Yeah. And it's
been uncomfortable at times.
I've been wanting to say, I know that we recorded, I'm not sure what episode that was, but one of the episodes we recorded only a few days, I think, after I had gotten Tyler's vocals. Do you remember that?
Oh, that was, was rough.
Yeah, and right before we started recording, I played you the song with his vocals.
R.I.P. me.
And it was so hard not to say anything because we were both so excited about
agonizing.
it. But yeah, I just can't wait because I'm pretty good at keeping secrets. You're my best friend, you know this. I can keep a secret.
She can.
But when it's something like this, it's
going to come out at some point.
Yeah, and it's something that's so exciting. And this whole album, like the whole thing is very exciting, but to have like a surprise element to the album. Yeah. It's been hard not saying it out loud. So I'm just ready for everything I think actually that's what I'm most excited about, to just let it go. Yeah. Like let the album go. Let it live its own life in you guys' living rooms, hopefully.
Wild times. Yeah. So exciting.
So exciting.
In other riveting news, tell me. I stabbed my thumb with a blender. See,
there is an injury. I knew. There's always an injury.
I just scratched it by mistake, and it reminded me.
Oh man.
That as a closing statement.
Mm-hmm.
I made. Oh, there's another one on the other side of my finger. I made banana and oat pancakes for breakfast this morning.
Oh,
okay, like super good. But I made the mix last night.
Wow.
So I could just
look at you adulting.
Thank you. Do it in the pan. And also every night before
I love
bed.
that this is your closing statement. I'm going on about this journey of my album and you're like, I made banana pancakes.
I did.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I can't laugh.
They were so good. But anyway, I was like getting super, organized, making the banana pancake mix last night, which is just for anyone who's really wondering, banana, oats, and cinnamon. Yep. Blended it. Then I was cleaning said blender, which I've cleaned many a blender in my life. Mm-hmm. And I was like, with the sponge, see my hand movements, YouTube. And I was twisting it like this. No. And then the blade went through the sponge into my finger.
Yeah, that hurts just listening to.
And then I actually had to pull it out. Like it was like in, and I had to pull it out. And then my knee started to hurt. Are you serious? It was like a whole thing. And I was alone. And I made this noise.
Why didn't you call me?
I just wanted to like crawl into a ball and cry, but I just carried on. Oh, but now it's a bit swollen.
You telling that story
oh no
reminds me of another story. So I'm sorry, but your banana bread accident cannot be the final closing statement of this podcast.
Okay.
I'm looking at the time, which is now 34 minutes, and so we're getting close to the end.
The end is nigh.
But trust me, guys, if you want to sign off at this point, please wait a few minutes so I can tell this story.
Is it about me?
100% about you.
Oh,
and how clumsy you are.
Oh, no.
And the injuries you get. Oh. And the situations that you get yourself into.
It's so awful.
Also, such proof of our friendship.
Okay.
So this happened about 2 years ago, I want to say.
There's so many things that this could be, guys.
Yeah, it could be so many
things. I have no idea.
Bear with me. So, about 2 years ago, I had been in the studio, long day. It's the afternoon. I'm headed home. I'm in my car. I've literally just pulled into my parking space.
Oh, I'm such a dick. Did I get you out of the parking space?
Oh, you did. Esme
course.
calls. She's crying on the phone. Actual tears.
What have I done?
And you're going to know in a second. And I think my first reaction is someone is dead, right?
Oh, God.
So my head just does the thing that your head does, where it like spins like who's most likely to be dead at this point. Yeah. And I'm like, what happened? And you're like, you have to help me. And I'm like, what? What has happened? And then Esme goes, and when she says this, I start laughing, hysterically laughing, because I think she's joking. She says, I am stuck in the mailbox.
Oh, God. Yeah, because I was...
Yeah. I start laughing. Esme cries louder. I'm like, wait, are you not kidding? No, she was not kidding. You were stuck. And I'm like, wait, what do you mean, though? What do you mean you're
How can you fit in a mailbox?
And so I'm like, where are you? And she's like, what did I just say? I'm at home stuck in a mailbox.
I was distressed.
So your fiance was working, obviously. She was working late, so she couldn't help you. So I just pull back out of the parking space, and I go to you. And so here's what had happened. I'm going to try to explain this best as possible. Feel free to jump in at any point. But I'm going to set the scene, right?
Set the scene with the gate as well.
Exactly. So there are these giant doors outside of your apartment building where you like with a key open that door, and then you come into like a backyard kind
like a
of thing.
courtyard,
like a courtyard.
Yeah.
And in that hallway, like right inside the door, are all the mailboxes. And so these mailboxes are hanging on the wall, and they have on top of them like a tiny little opening where the mailman can just drop like letters in your mail in there. And then you, who live there, the resident, will take a key to unlock the mailbox and open like the big lid to take everything
to reach
out,
in
right?
and get your mail like a normal
and
human.
And so here's what had happened. You thought, well, I see there's only one letter in there. I can fit my hand in there and just reach in, because you weren't didn't have the key on you. The key was in the apartment.
Exactly, which is on the first floor. Everyone, right. No excuse.
So you were just coming home from work, thinking you could just put your hand in there, reach in, take the letter out, put your hand in. Well, you did not. You could fit, but what you did not know was that. It. Right. Well, I know you forced it, but also I think you could have, if it weren't for this little feature, I think you would have been able to force it out. But on the inside, like underneath the lid, is the best way to explain it, is the sharp edges. Because it's like, it feels like they have like just cut one hole and then bent the sides in, if that makes sense to anyone. So like underneath is like sharp edges. So when you put your hand in and then try to pull it back out, it was stuck on the sharp edges. So first problem was, how am I going to get into this courtyard, into this hallway that you're standing in, because the door between us is locked and you're stuck in a mailbox.
And I need the loo as well. I had to pee so bad.
Oh,
it was
I forgot about that.
Awful.
So what we did was, underneath the door is like a tiny opening.
I had one shot,
guys.
It's
a crack at the bottom of the door. So you had one shot to throw the key, and hopefully it would land close enough to that little opening.
That was the shot of my life.
Yeah, that I could reach underneath the door. Luckily, you made it.
Sports.
And I got in there as your best friend as I am.
A hero.
Obviously, with my camera open, filming this whole thing. And I try to help you like pull your hand out, which is not working.
Because then it starts to swell. Because I'd been pulling it and
swelling.
It's cold.
Your whole hand is white. Like the color white. It was not looking good. So then I went into your apartment and I found the mailbox key, and we opened it, and we like open the lid and your hand kind of follows it because it's stuck in the lid. And we're just looking at it and it's like, well, this doesn't look good. So I go back in and I find some olive oil, thinking that it's smooth. Maybe we can, oil your hand out of there. No luck. So I was like, well, I'm not sure what to do at this point.
We were on the verge of phoning the fire brigade.
Oh, 100%.
We were on the
100%.
verge.
Because the thing was, like, if you weren't in pain, it would have just been funny and we could have tried everything. But your hand was turning so white and the sharp edges had cut your hand on both sides. So it wasn't
It was a
looking
mess.
good. And anyway, so I'm trying everything, trying the olive oil, and I'm also trying to put like my hands next to your, or like my fingers like
and like
into it and like
prise it apart.
yeah, and like who did I think I was, the Hulk? Like there's no way. And when we're standing there, we hear the door unlock and like some neighbors coming. So Esme's so embarrassed. So she just starts leaning on the mailbox as if nothing's wrong.
It's such an unnatural place and way to lean.
And we're just like, hello. And I'm standing there holding olive oil, like a bottle of olive oil.
And I'm like in tears.
And they walk past us. And then immediately, like the second they pass us, we keep going. And then they realize that something's wrong. So they turn around and the guy's like, do you need help? And Esme's like, no, we're fine. I'm like, we need help. Help us. Please help.
Please help us.
So this guy was stronger than me. So together, me and him are able to pull apart this, like make the opening essentially a little bit bigger. Pull your hand out. Boy, was your hand swollen. Guys. It was so swollen. The cut on the inside of your hand and outside, it was not good.
It was horrible.
We got you out of there, and that is the very long story about how Esme got stuck in a mailbox.
This is the thing. It did happen.
It happened.
And every time I see the mailbox now, I'm like, that was dumb. Like the like slit for the mail is so thin. I don't know what I was thinking.
If you're watching on YouTube, I'm going to show you now. It's about this big, which is, you couldn't even get like in and out a kid's hand in there. So how you even got it in is impressive. But eventually we got it out. Yeah, that was funny.
That's the price of being lazy, guys. I could have just got the key, which was in my apartment, which I have to climb 4 stairs to get there.
It's nothing. That was stupid.
Yeah.
But anyway, on that note, thank you so much for listening to this episode. And please don't forget to listen to my album that comes out this Friday. It's 2 days away. It's happening. I'm so excited to hear what everyone thinks.
Let us know.
And we'll see you in a week.
See you in a week, guys.
Bye.
Bye.